Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I want to provide some guidance for the people who are just in this storm, this swamp, trying to find their way out. I got a lot of emails from guys saying they just can't seem to get out of the funk. So let's work on that. Let's get some training methods to get up to that level where we can move through this situation and become more powerful from it than just getting all the crap and tidal waves landing on our head. So I have my mic on here. It may flop around a little bit and look weird, but whatever. First thing I want you to do is go out. Well, first thing I want you to do is decide to think outside the box on all this stuff. And even if you don't feel it, just do me a favor and say, look, what's happening's happening, what's happened, and what's happening's happening. I'm going to deal with it. Okay, that's the first thing. Because we're needing to climb out of victimization and accusation. I know, I've heard the stories, you email them to me, she did this and that, but that's just like a huge, I have a backpack around here, that's just carrying around a 30-pound sandbag all around. She did this, she did that, can you believe that? You think that's bad, think about the people who are talking to you, hearing about it all the time. You're throwing that on them, so it's like, oh. Okay, so take that sandbag and let it go. It doesn't mean that things weren't inappropriate, she did whatever. But for now, you gotta let that go, okay? I know, and I've heard situations involving kids and everything, but trust me, we're looking at your health and how you can serve yourself and your community and your family, and in particular if you have kids. The best, be your best. That's what this is about. So we get our stopwatch. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys work out, great, and that can take your mind off things. The stopwatch is great if you need to blow off steam, you just hit it, boom, and just go into a plank, which you know I like. You can do push-ups, boom, I just hit the mic. You can do stretching, right? Just do 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever you're doing, right? Which you should be up to. Again, I got this cheap from the store. It's like 10 bucks, but I like this more than the iPhone because the iPhone or your Android, whatever, you could get caught up in a text or social media. You have to navigate to the timer. It's not, use it if it's your thing. But I like this because it's simple. It harkens back to the days of your gym teacher, Mr. Bertoli, whatever. We always liked him, right? Did you know Leonard Skinner is named after their gym teacher? Okay, fact for today. So the physical side, we can do many things with this. You can squat against the wall. You get a text that makes you angry, put that aside, grab this, boom, 15 seconds. Now, this all points in the powerful direction I want to go in outside the box of this stuff. As always, a lot of this is taken from yoga and Michael Singer and Eckhart Tolle and my theories, okay? Try it on, see if it works. But if nothing else, it'll cause you to ask the question. Sometimes the questions are more important than the answers, right? So if this doesn't work for you, you need to ask yourself, how am I going to get into the present moment and not let all this dictate my mood and where my life is going? Being stuck in the past or the future. Believe me, I'm the king of this. I spend so much time vacillating between both. It's surprised I don't get seasick. But I'm honing in on this training, which is just making sure I'm in focus, right? Are you in focus? Your focus needs more focus. So the past, anything. She did this, For me, I pass a sports field. Oh, I remember I missed that goal in 19, whatever. Or then there's a future. I'm going to train for this and make up for that. So we're always trying to repair the past, which is impossible. And let's bring it into your situation. You can't repair that argument or what you said in that moment. Let me back up, sorry. Time out. Of course you can repair it by taking responsibility and training, whatever, but the moment's happened, okay? The moment's happened, so you can deal with it in the present, but you can't solve it up here, going in the past and reliving things, okay? The future becomes another anxiety creator. So anxiety exists in the past and in the future. I'm going to do this to her, or I'm going to show up looking good for her, and dating people. So I got to go get a date. Now the person you're dating becomes an instrument of your self-esteem to fill in your gaps. You don't even know who the hell she is. All you know is you want to parade her around to make yourself feel better or show off to your spouse. And, you know, that's not where we want to go, right? So I think we're in agreement that in the past we can learn from it and bring it into the present. I'm not saying that, but when we let go of the past and the guilt and the anger and the resentment, and alternatively and together with that, we let go of the future, filling in these gaps to prove something to her or ourselves, we can be in the present. And there's power in the present. Now you've heard that, be in the now, Tolle, Singer, all these guys. But it's something you have to experience and have the courage to step into. We can talk about it till the cows come home, and I get emails all the time. It's so important to be in the present, but you can't believe what she did, right? So you need to experience that, and dude, it takes courage because you need to let go of things you don't want to let go of because they're attached to the identity or you're feeling that you were wronged, etc. So just do me a favor, you 1 out of 500 people who will really dive into this. Let's try it. So, what does it mean to be in the present, the now, where the power is? Okay? It means you're taking in the colors, the feel of the room, you feel a spaciousness in the body. That's how I interpret it. You can comment about what works for you. But I'm breathing, I'm spacious, I'm taking in what's going on here. I'm not labeling. Okay, of course I see a chair, and I see that as a chair made of wood, whatever, but now I just don't label it. I just let it be there. Now, why the stopwatch? Because this gives a definition to this. It defines the time period we can start building this. So you can literally start for 5 seconds. So watch. I'm just going to look around. I'm taking in the colors, breathing, and here, watch. 5 seconds. Do it with me. Seven seconds. Cool. All right. So within me, I was like, is it 5 seconds left? Am I boring the hell out of these guys? Those are thoughts coming in. But I'm learning to just let those flow through. We don't hold on to them. And that takes training. I mean, for me, you know, I love training, but it takes a different mindset to start to get into those things. And what I want you to work on is, let's say we're doing a 30-second plank. We're feeling our body and the physicality of it, but also being in the now moment. There's a great story where I'll tell you, I'm going to go for 30-second plank. Join me too. Let's talk. All right. So there's a great yoga teacher. His granddaughter comes to him and says, "Granddad, I did a 40-minute headstand." And he's like, "That's great." She goes, "I'm mastering my yoga poses." He goes, "Okay, let me ask you a question. When you were doing your headstand, what were you thinking about? What was dominating you?" "Oh, getting to that 40-minute mark and how proud I'd be." And he said, "Honey, Jim, that was beautiful for gymnastics, but not for yoga, the meeting of mind and body." Now, you get the point there. To be in the present and be able to focus on what you're doing, which is the headstand, but letting things go by. It doesn't mean she didn't think about how proud she'd be, but we want to let those pass by. Yoga, meditation, stopwatch, sandbag, buds training, all that, they're all paths to the same thing, which is power in the present and health. Okay? Because a lot of you guys write me are big workout guys and CrossFitters, military, and it's great. You do your workout, but everything comes back after you start getting through that workout and recovering from it. It took your mind off it, but it comes back. We want to get rid of all that. We want the workout to be an expression of that presence and power in the moment and continue through. It's like Singer says, don't tell me about how you meditated and had this beautiful experience. Tell me about what knocked you off of that after the meditation or during it or what have you. And how did you get back? And that's through this idea of presencing yourself in the moment, breathing and letting the things go through you. Now you have a storm of she said, he said, ba, 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 ba. I'm in the past, I'm in the future. What I'd like you to do is when that happens, just hit the stopwatch. If nothing else, it's a reminder, be in the present. And if you're really amped up, do both, where you're getting that physical release, 30 seconds, and just letting things go. She said, he did, and you just go here and let it go, okay? Now, I forgot to mention through all this, we're gonna do a group a meeting where a closed group where I can really, Kevin and I can really talk to people and do some training and answer questions. All right, so email us at divorcestrong@yahoo.com. Divorcestrong@yahoo.com. Already have some people in the group where we're just going to do a Zoom call. That way we can make it manageable. We can answer questions, keep it tight, and really hopefully help some people in the community. Does that make sense? Email us, divorcestrong@yahoo.com. Get your stopwatch. If nothing else, it's a reminder like, okay, I just got this text from her. I'm ripping hot mad. I'm gonna do 30 seconds of squats or 30 push-ups, and you don't even need this. That's fine in one end, but the higher level is to just let it go. For 30 seconds, I'm just gonna breathe and let it go. And be here. All right? That's delving into a subject I want to talk about more, and I will. Email us, divorcestrong@yahoo.com. Let's get together as a community and really dig into this. And I'm here for you, my brothers. Peace.